And who among us couldn't use a little fountain of youth right now?
Trust the Profits is proud to be sponsored by Game of Silks. Go to silks.io to get in the game. Real ownership, real races, real rewards.
Trust the Profits, it's a formula here. I am bringing you a full field rundown Fountain of Youth all the way from the Global Tap Room in Schaumburg, Illinois, just miles away from, excuse me, the graveyard that is known as Arlington Park, unfortunately, single tier. Drinking some beautiful stout from Revolution Brewing, barrel aged to perfection. It is delicious, but Gulfstream Park, full field rundown, Fountain of Youth, this Saturday, March 2nd. Moving forward, looking at those 9 horses that are entered in here. Thank you again to Game of Silks. Can't promote you guys enough. Giving us a beautiful graphic here. We've got 9 horses entered in, and 6 of them are owned by Game of Silks owners, including some outstanding horses, I must say. 2 of the favorites, I would say, are owned by Game of Silks owners. $3,800 is at stake here in the Silks purse. Lovely. Like to see that. Gulfstream Park, it's a G2, 400K purse, 8.5 furlongs. That is 1 1/16 mile on dirt. It is the Fountain of Youth Stakes. We are getting ready for this. Taking a look at a little bit of the history here. We know that Forte won last year. 4th place, Mage, your Kentucky Derby winner. Dreams can come true at the Fountain of Youth. Am I right? Previous to that, Simplification, Etta Indian, Greatest Honor. Fine horses, did some amazing work. Did not really do so much damage after that. But Code of Honor, 2nd place at Kentucky Derby, Promises Fulfilled, Gunavera. We've got some horses previous to Etta Indian that did some work at the Kentucky Derby. 2nd place for Code of Honor, as I mentioned before. A couple of these other horses finishing back of the pack, middle of the pack. But regardless, horses that finish 1st place in this race could be punching a ticket to Kentucky Derby. Hell, even if you finish 4th, you could punch that ticket to Kentucky Derby and win. That's right. That's right. I'm talking to you, Mage. You know who you are. Anyway, let's move on. We got 9 horses to talk through, and got some interesting horses. Some horses that are green, like Speakeasy. Speakeasy has 1 win in 1 career race, a 7 furlong maiden special weight race at this Gulfstream Park, where he ran a 1:21.96, beating Victory Avenue in that one. Riding very close to the pace, closing at the end there. This is a Todd Pletcher horse. He's got Irad Ortiz on this horse. This 1 win, 7 furlong win horse has yet to run 8.5 furlongs in competition. So I'm very curious to see. We've got 2 what I would call favorites in this race, and Speakeasy getting entered in here is an interesting play. Les Dames Bro. That's right, Les Dames Bro. Look at that bro there. Look at him calling him out. 1 win and 3 second places for Les Dames Bro. 2nd place at the Swale Stakes, going 7 furlongs in that one, finishing 3 lengths behind Frankie's Empire, closing from 5th place. 9th place at the Remsen. This is a distance race for him. Didn't do so well. Never really got it going. Most comparable race to the race we're talking about here, as he went 9 furlongs at Remsen, but again, never really got it going. Took him 3 tries to break his maiden before that. Les Dames Bro. What's up, bro? Gonna cross you out, bro. Taking you off my list, bro. Put a line through him. Let's move on. Victory Avenue. We just talked about Victory Avenue. We just talked about Speakeasy having 1 win and that being a 7 furlong race. This is the horse he beat, and this horse has only won 1 race. And it was the same race. Fancy that. Gustavo Delgado, John Velasquez. Got some major jockeys on these, 2nd-time runners out there. Victory Avenue. Very curious to see what he does. I already told you he led the pace at Gulfstream in that 7 furlong affair. But I got question marks. If you haven't run an 8.5 furlongs yet and you're stepping up to a G2 with horses like Dornock and Lockton here, how are you going to fare? The Real Macho. That's right, Macho. Real Macho. 2 wins in 4 races lifetime for Real Macho. Ran 1 mile, 91K allowance optional claimer. Most recently closing from 5 lengths back to win by a neck over Born Noble. Previous to that, had a 5th place finish, going 8.5 furlongs. Never made an impact. Do like the last race he ran it with Tyler Gaffalione, first time, or at least changed up it from the previous race to Tyler Gaffalione. Had a victory there. You like to see Tyler Gaffalione get entered on in a horse here at Gulfstream. Dornock! This is the horse that I think is going to be the morning line favorite. We don't know what the favorites are right now. We don't know what the odds are right now, and I think this will probably be the post time favorite, unless a bunch of people jump on the other horse that I think could grab some money, which is Locked. Two wins in two second places for Dornock. Winner of the Remsen, going 9 furlongs in that one, edging out Sierra Leone. No one else is even close. Broke his maiden at Keeneland, 100K, 8.5 furlong, wiring the field in that one, beating Django by 6 lengths. So Sierra Leone, deep closer. Locked, we're going to get to him in a sec. Deep closer, Dornock, not so much. This is a horse that's going to get up on that pace, either setting it or getting right up in the butt of the horse that is setting the pace. I do like Dornock a lot. Merit, one win and one third place in 2 races. Most recently, that third place, an allowance optional claimer at this Gulfstream Park, going 1 mile, stalking the pace. Never able to overcome Born Noble and losing out to the closer, Real Macho, who we just covered in a previous slide. Stalked the pace in his maiden special weight win at Gulfstream Park, going 7 furlongs, closing down the stretch. 10-length win over Always Be Smart. This is a Safi Joseph Jr. horse. Edgar Zayas. Zayas? Yeah, I always screw up his name. Anyway, what is interesting here to me is Safi has had a history of picking Tyler Gaffalione as his jockey of choice on some of these horses. White Abario being the one that comes to mind recently. And yeah, Tyler Gaffalione not on this horse. Tyler Gaffalione on Real Macho. That is interesting to me. I'm gonna put a footnote next to that. Frankie's Empire, 4 wins and one third place in 7 races. The horse that has the most experience out of all these 3-year-olds. Winner of the Swale Stakes, going 7 furlongs in that one. Closing from fourth place to beat Le Dombro by 3.5 lengths in that one. Winner of a 6 furlong allowance optional claimer before that. Coming from fifth place to beat Kelly's Kids with a Z by 3.25 lengths. 6 at the Rocky Run Stakes in Delaware Park. Meh. This is a deep closer. We have yet to see him have a whole lot of success over 7 furlongs. That is a cause for concern for me. I'm going to move on from Frankie's Empire. Locked. So we talked about Dornock. Dornock, I think, is going to be the morning line favorite, but it could be Locked. I think the two horses are very close. This could be a situation where you got an 8/5, 9/5, and the other horse is a 5/2, and who knows what happens at post time? Who knows what the people like? This is a Todd Pletcher horse with Jose Ortiz. 2 wins, 2 third place finishes last time out. BC Juvenile looks strong in the BC Juvenile. Got locked into some traffic and was still able to squeak his way out for a third place finish, almost grabbing second from Muth in that one. I would say he looked even more impressive than Muth, to be honest, because of the traffic that he had to deal with, coming from eighth place back in that one. First place at the Claiborne Futurity, he was your winner of that race, coming from sixth place, beating the Wine Steward by a half a length. Winner in the main special weight race, yada yada. Deep closer, needs some space, needs to move around traffic in order to have success. Wonderful horse though, has yet to finish outside the money, despite the fact that he is a horse that does need that space. 9 horse affair. This is sort of borderline of heavy traffic versus open to do your thing type race. So Locked, where is he going to be? Finally, we have Dancing Groom. Oh yeah, look at that groom dancing it up there, having himself a jolly old time. Fifth place at the Holy Bull, starting out in seventh, getting bumped, improving to fifth place in that one from seventh place, 6 lengths back of Hades in that one. Didn't really make a showing of it. Sixth place at the Kentucky Jockey Club Stakes, never really making an impact there. This is a horse. Yeah, he's a deep closer. He's going to have to come from pretty far back. Antonio Sano, trained. Has had some starting issues. But here's the thing: he's raced in some pretty high level races. He's had some trouble. What happens if he has a good start? Are we going to see the real Dancing Groom, or do we already know the real Dancing Groom? That is the question. If we don't know the real Dancing Groom yet, and there's a big old horse here who's getting ready to pop out, you can get some real value on this play here. So, I think that brings me to the finish line, right? The summary. Who do I think is a safe pick here? Door knock. If I were to go 1-2, it's door knock locked. I mean, that's easy. That's an easy play there. An exacta box, door knock locked. Those are the two horses that have had the most experience in terms of high level of racing. Those are the horses that have faced the most in terms of pressure. Got a whole bunch of horses here that have not even seen the distance of this race yet. After that, um, yeah, in terms of a value play, only because I think you get no value unlocked whatsoever. There's going to be no value there. These horses are going to be bet down so far. I can't call one a value play and one a safe play. So I have to pick another horse, and I'm going to say Real Macho because I do find it interesting that this is the horse that Tyler Gaffleone is on. There's something to that there, and Real Macho's done some interesting things lately in terms of this field. If we're looking at the 7 horses after Dornock and Locked, looking for a horse to pop out there, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's Real Macho. But I also think, if you're looking at my key box there, Dornock, Locked, Real Macho, Dancing Groom, is he going to surprise? Is there something there if he gets a good start, if he doesn't get bumped, if he gets the right ride? Are we going to see what Dancing Groom can actually do? Speakeasy, I was thinking about you, but man, I don't like the fact that this is going to be your second race, and I don't like the fact that you've only gone 7 furlongs so far, but you might surprise me. We'll see. Anyway, that's what I've got here. I am the formula. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section, and have a lovely fountain of youth.